Hello people, welcome to my new video. As you can tell by the title, this video is about my bed project. Now, I started this bed project way back in 2020, so part of this video is going to be to do with then. So there's going to be a few references to the coronavirus. Can you remember that? Anyway, this bed build probably took me about 6 to 8 weeks to do. There was a lot of working out and everything else like that, but it's taken me this long to actually make a video of it because I was building the rest of the van around it. So let's not hang around and let's get into the video. I hope you enjoy it. Oh yeah, just one more thing, if you like the video, give it a like and please subscribe. It really does help me out. If you've got any questions, put them down in the comments and I'll try and reply to them as soon as possible. Cheers guys!
I'm on mission like the 007.
No, it's not the coronavirus. So we start off making the bed frame. So I've got the aluminium from the roof rack, which is a project that I was doing simultaneously or side by side with this one. I got someone else to do the alley welding. So this is a before and after the roof rack project. So the aluminium that I took off the original roof rack, I was able to repurpose and use for the double bed. So in this clip I'm just using the old floor of the van. It's quite a thin piece of ply, but it seems very strong, so I think it'd be ideal for the bed. It's the floor that I took out of the van and cut to size, 3 sections, and then there's 1,026 holes in here. What a boring job that was. And now I'm just fixing it now to that aluminium with these sort of pronged nuts. So here's the bed, actually it's finished. So this will be roughly what it does. Slides out. So now I've just got to connect that to the van. So to fix the sliding bed in place, I actually researched this and found these off-the-shelf brackets to start off with, which saved a lot of time, but I did highly modify them, as you'll see in the later clips. I'll leave a link in the description of where I got the original brackets from. This person actually does brackets for static beds, so I just thought it was ideal to start with these. So, the bed is now tacked in position. Same on both sides. So now I've just got to take it apart and fully weld the brackets. Right, this is one side of the runners. Come all the way out. So I'm just spraying the undercoat, it's a primer actually, on the bed brackets. Finally it's finished. So it was all put together in the van, taking it all apart to just spray it all up. And hopefully it will fit back together again. There may be a bit of adjustment here and there, but this project has taken me, I thought I'd probably be able to do it in 4 weeks, but this has probably taken me 6 to 8 weeks, so massively underestimated this, but still it's technical. Okay, so despite the coronavirus, I'm here working on the van. So this is the bed frame, so I'm about to put the bed runners on and then today attach this bed. Now the moment of truth, whether it all fits. I'm just going to pull the bed through to hang on these runners. Okay, first stage, a couple of bolts in, so that is good. And now I'm going to slide it along, and in she goes. So after about 1 month, 6 weeks after building this bed, it is partially, or mainly complete. Just going to put the side panels into here, but this is it. So that's what it's like. That bit done. Okay, there you have it. Now it's the moment of truth. Right then guys, so I'm going to prove to you that it does actually hold my weight. Now it is cantilevered, it does look like it's floating, but the weight and everything is really taken from here and here. So I'm just going to prove to you that it does actually hold my weight. It can hold apparently up to about 220 kilos. So I got the runners from Germany, so I'll put a link in the description. It should have all the spec for that. But wish me luck, see how it goes. Now it's quite stable, and I could have stayed there for ages. It's very comfy. But I've got a video to make. Right, so as the bed is out, I'm just going to take the opportunity to show you all this. Now it looks all a bit hidden, which is good. That was the idea of it. But you've got the supporting post there, you've got another one there, and you've got this post coming down taking a lot of the strain. There's also another supporting bracket that I put in either side. Both sides are identical. Got one here and another one here. So it's actually quite strong. So I've had no problems with it. I've been using it for 2 years or so now. So we're just going to move under the bed now. So this is all the sort of angle metal that was taken off the roof. Now, like I said, ideally I'd have probably have done it in boxed aluminium, but this is kind of the spirit of the build, where I was sort of doing it in lockdown, repurposing it and using it, and it's been okay. It's been quite light as well, so it's all held up. You can see all the sort of holes, the breathing holes for the mattress, that's why they're in there, and also it gives it a bit of lightness too. So you can see all my cargo nets that I put in. Now these are great for all the bodyboards and anything fairly light to just tuck out of the way. but as you can see, I've got good access to my garage.
007.